You're listening to the StoryShout podcast, hosted by Kelsey Jones. We're a weekly podcast dedicated to destigmatizing failure and laughing at our normalcy. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review on iTunes.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to StoryShout. My name is Kelsey Jones, and I am joined here today by Abbey Elliott. Abbey is actually my cousin, so I forced Abbey to come on. Abbey, thanks for joining me.
Of course.
So, Abbey, what do you suck at that we're going to talk about today?
Kelsey, I suck at a lot of things, but what I mainly suck at is laundry. I avoid doing laundry at all costs.
Yeah, and I know we've talked about this before, and I was excited when you mentioned that because I suck at laundry too. So I'm excited to dive into this.
Yes. I think that laundry suckage is a common shortfall amongst humans. So probably have a lot of kindred spirits on this podcast.
I think so. Now I'm just going to get it out there. I think like 2 months ago, I actually started paying a service to do my laundry. That's how bad I was. It's like $100 and they come pick it up every 2 weeks and then drop it off the next day. Cause I just can't with Laundry Mountain anymore.
Listen, is there a better $100 you could spend?
Right. I know. I know. And it's just my clothes. So we do our son's and, my husband does his. So that's manageable. But mine, I have so many clothes. It's just like overwhelming.
Oh, I go a month with.
Right.
That's how many clothes I have. It's a problem.
Do you think that makes it worse? Do you think that makes the laundry worse, having too many clothes?
I really do. So my husband, he's a freak, and he has like 5 pairs of work jeans. Mm-hmm. So Monday through Friday, he has his jeans, and then every weekend he does a load of whites and he does a load of colors, and he folds them and he puts them away, and then he has his 5 pairs of jeans are all clean and ready to go on Monday morning. And I have approximately 257 pairs of black leggings, and that's just unlimited. So I don't have to do laundry every weekend like he does.
Maybe that's the problem, is like we're not desperate enough. We have too many options, so we can get lazy.
Yeah, maybe I should only have 10 pairs of underwear, in case I poop my pants 3 days a week. Like I'm packing for vacation.
I know. I always pack like twice as much as I need, like that meme that's like, well, I'm going to shit myself every day of this trip. So,
man, can we talk after vacation laundry?
That's the worst.
Their worst laundry. No, there's not.
Because you're already mad. You're back from your trip. You're like, have a hangover from it. And then you have to do this dumbass laundry.
Yeah. Like I'm in Kansas instead of Cancun.
Right.
And a bunch of crap. Yeah.
Yeah. Angry laundry.
I basically do laundry when I can't fit any more laundry in my baskets. And it's a disaster. I will say I'm good about sorting laundry.
That's good.
I have a hamper with 3 sections in it, and I do black, colors, and whites, but it can hold 2.5 weeks worth of clothes. So like just yesterday, I was like, can't fit any more clothes in my hamper. I'm just going to take all these black clothes and shove them in my washing machine. Mm-hmm. Which I have a washing machine. It's pretty much brand new. And the guy was like, this washing machine's huge. You can put 27 towels in it. And let me tell you, I have already washed these clothes twice.
Yeah.
Because first of all, I didn't trust that they were going to get fully clean because it was so full. Just shoving them in there. Not washing a single speck of dog hair off of any of these leggings. It's just a disaster.
So maybe the problem isn't you. I think it's like maybe your washer and dryer is the issue.
It's the whole institution.
Yeah.
The trap.
Well, I'm going to tell you something else. So before I did the laundry service, I didn't separate anything. Now I would separate towels, but like blacks, colors, anything goes. I'm just like, if it survives, it survives. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, I'm not going to separate out like jeans and shirts. I'm just not.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, it's a pet peeve of mine when something like, so like your light blue shirt, like if that started looking really dingy to me, I would throw it away. It's a pet peeve when like what's supposed to be light clothes look really dingy. So I have decided that it's worth it to separate. But honestly, that's who I am with my dishwasher. If something says dish or hand wash only, I'm like, this is your initiation. This is it. It's a do or die, and it's right now. If you come out the dishwasher looking all mangled, that's not my fault.
Maybe that's a whole other episode, is like being bad at dishes, because I'm like that too. That's how I am with like, so the dry clean only. I haven't been to a dry cleaner in like 10 years. So any like sweatshirt or like sweaters I have or pants that are dry clean only, I get those like at home dry cleaner kits, and it's like these wet sheets and you put it in in the dryer, and that supposedly dry cleans it. I don't know if it does, but I'm not going to a dry cleaner. No.
Oh, no. Well, I only wear V-necks and leggings, so I've never seen a dry clean only legging.
That's true. You probably don't even know where a dry cleaner is.
And also, I'm only buying my on. We're not going to Lululemon here, okay?
Hell no. Hell no.
My nails are way too sharp. She puts holes in everything. So it's just not going to happen. No special care items allowed in the Elliott household.
Yeah, and people are like, oh, the Lululemons are the best. They last so long. I've had mine for 10 years. I'm like, nope, I don't care about that. I'm going to ride them rough and throw them away when they're done.
You're going to ride them hard and put them away wet, aren't you?
They're like, oh, Lululemon has free repair. I ain't going in. I'm not going into Lululemon.
It's bad enough to go there once. I'm not going twice. And then you have to go back and pick them up. That's 3 times.
It's too many times.
What's my time worth? That's an important discussion. How much is my time worth?
Right.
Because for the $130 that a pair of Lululemon leggings cost, I can get on my app on Amazon and I can get 15 pairs of leggings and they can come to my door.
Right.
If they don't survive the harsh realities of my life, I throw them away without any problem.
Yeah, you don't have any regrets at all.
Yeah. No regrets over here. Okay.
Something that is bad with leggings is the chub rub. So I have like some lint issues with the leggings.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I would hate that if it was like expensive leggings and I got like it pilled.
Yes. Yeah. I've bought one pair of Lululemon leggings in my life and it wasn't a good experience.
Yeah. I think especially if you're not like super tiny, it's even worse.
They don't stay up over my love handles. So they don't
rolling on down.
Yeah, worst.
So in your household, I know you said your husband does his laundry. Do you do your kids' laundry, or do you guys split that?
So I combine Ellie's laundry with my laundry.
Yeah.
So yeah, that it makes it a little worse because I'm adding in 257 pairs of tiny little items.
Right.
With my items, which is just mentally, I'm like, oh, fuck. Can I cuss?
Sure.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck, this is going to take me 45 minutes to fold. Okay. And then I have to get all these tiny items upstairs, drop the top part of the pile 3 times on my way up.
Right.
A trail of socks. And it's just, none of it's a good experience.
No. I'm going to tell you, we don't fold Lincoln's clothes. We just stuff them in bins. So we have like shirts, pants, long sleeve, and then like the next size up or something. I haven't, I can't fold a little tiny shirt. It's not going to look good. It's going to look unfolded. So why am I kidding myself?
I actually was thinking this is pretty brilliant. But so the only thing we fold of Ellie's is pants. And that's because like sometimes it's just harder to tell which pants is which. But I hang the rest of it. That makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
But it's just I don't like it. If there was a laundry service in Norton, Kansas, I would use it. There was a dog poop pickup service. I would use that.
Yeah. We have that. You got to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah, I'll do my laundry, but at what cost?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Your happiness.
Yeah. So I've got this giant ass load of laundry and I wash it twice. And I got it actually moved to the dryer last night.
Mm-hmm.
So I did it on medium heat for an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
This morning, I'm thinking about this laundry. I'm thinking about this damn podcast. Got to shame myself. And I'm thinking I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it, you know? And I go and it is still half wet.
Oh,
And
that.
like, hey, hour and a half, might as well add 24 hours because I'm gonna get myself pumped up enough to focus on folding this.
Right.
Have you ever folded laundry with a toddler around?
No, avoid it.
I'm like, get your ass out of this room.
Right.
Go Coco Melon for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to fold everything twice.
Yeah. What I used to do is it gets so, like, I'd do the laundry, but then we'd put it on a spare guest bed, which we called Laundry Mountain. And that bitch would get so high, it'd be as tall as you. And so then I finally would get the energy to fold it all. It'd take me 2 or 3 hours to fold until I'd watch a movie or something.
Arms are burning.
Yes, it's exhausting.
Like my back starts hurting because I'm standing for so long.
I know. I agree. But then I see glimpses, I'm sure everybody's like this, where you see glimpses of the person you could be. So like for a while, for maybe like a month or 2 years ago, I made myself do a load of laundry every week. Even if it wasn't full, I made myself fold it the same day it was done. I slowly, slipped into my old habits. But as for a brief while, I lived free, unencumbered by laundry.
Yeah. You know, it's truly a transcended way of life. This is how self-actualized people do their laundry, Kelsey.
Yeah. Is this what, like, I don't know who has their life together. I would assume any celebrity has somebody doing their laundry. But like,
yeah,
the girl in high school that always looked perfect and now she still looks perfect on Instagram. You're like, I bet this is what she does.
Yeah. I actually remember you say celebrities. Newlyweds with Simpson and Nick Lachey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, this is so long ago. Like, 18 years ago, probably? I was in high school. She was doing laundry and their rooms were on the second floor and they had this like foyer and apparently their laundry room was like on the main floor. And she was just throwing all this laundry over the balcony to land like in their foyer. And it was like 4 months worth of laundry.
Oh,
so much laundry. And I remember looking at that and be like, girl, I do that too.
God. Yeah. If you were really rich.
Yeah. If I was really rich and I mean, now she has like a live-in or whatever, a full-time housekeeper that probably does it.
Yeah.
But like, I've been bad at laundry for so long. I remember in high school when I was a cheerleader,
mm-hmm.
we would have a schedule of like games, who was cheering and what uniform you're supposed to wear. And so I would like look at the schedule, be like, okay, so this outfit, I don't have to wear for like 2 weeks. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in my hamper. And then guess what happens? 2 weeks rolls around. I wake up late for school. I have to wear my cheerleading uniform. And I have to dig out this uniform that's been in the hamper for 2 weeks. Febreze it. Do like that wrinkle releaser spray. put that bitch on and go to school.
Okay, well, when you mentioned like childhood, it made me remember that so my mom started making us do our laundry. I think I was in like 4th or 5th grade, and I was bad at it even then. But there were so many times when I wanted to wear a specific pair of jeans and they weren't dry. So I'd put them on. I'd wear some like damp jeans to school because I was so adamant about those jeans.
We've all done, right?
Do you know how gross like wet, damp denim is?
Such a humid situation. It's humid leg day.
Oh God.
Or like you don't have a bra left, so you have to put on some half wet bra.
I'm like cringing thinking about that. Well, and then you talking about your uniform. So Harry plays intramural basketball and they have their one game shirt and they have games once a week and they have to wear their shirt. And so there's so many times he's had to go like with a damp shirt or Febreze it. I feel like Febreze is just like, I mean, if you did Febreze and the wrinkle releaser, it's clean at that point, right?
Yeah.
Like it basically was washed.
And it's not like I was like sweating in it, but like Harry's shirt, like with the sweat, like
yeah,
that's
really bad. That's why he always washes it. I don't think he ever has worn it dirty. I think he'd rather wash it and have it be like half wet than try to use Febreze on it.
Yeah, but it's been like 45 minutes before his game. He needs to leave in 20 and he put it in the dryer. Like,
yeah. And I told him, I said, now, why don't you just get multiple of the shirt? Can you do that? But that's destructive thinking because I shouldn't do that. But that's like where my brain goes. I'm thinking, let's just get 10 of that shirt.
Yeah. I only have once a quarter.
Right.
A fiscal quarter. That's a good for me. I want to do laundry every 3 months.
Ooh. Well, and that's another thing I tried. So I told you I tried making myself do one load a week. Another thing I tried is just to embrace the hatred. And I purposely only did laundry once a month. And I just like knew it'd be hell. So I had at that point, I had to do like 6 loads. And these are all my clothes. This isn't even like our kids' clothes, Harry's clothes. And I just embraced it. So this was pre-kids. I would do like 6 loads at a time. It'd take me all day between washing and drying, but I made myself do it in one day. It wasn't worth it because it was so awful. Yeah.
That sounds awful.
But you said you wanted to do it once a quarter. So that'd be your life.
Kelsey, I want to do it once a quarter, but I only want to have 1 week's worth of laundry.
Well, if you just Febrezed your clothes, you wouldn't have to wash them as much.
Yeah, maybe that's the solution.
Right. We need like dry shampoo, but for laundry, where it's like absorbing the dirt.
Yeah.
But you're just spraying it.
It's just, is there anything worse than laundry?
Well, yeah. But in terms of household chores, okay, that's a good question though. Like in terms of household chores, would you rather like clean out all the toilets in your house? I don't remember how many bathrooms you have, or do laundry.
I would rather clean all 3 toilets than do laundry. I would.
I want to say laundry, but the toilets would be done in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But the laundry.
And you would see that the toilets are clean.
Right.
And then every time you go to the bathroom for like a few days, it's like, oh my gosh, this is the cleanest toilet. Like, it's not going to be a gross experience anymore. You know what I mean? Like, there's just a feeling of your toilet being clean. That's like, I would rather do dishes because I do dishes and the mental load has a visual representation of the sink being clear and, you know, because is there anything worse than like Pippa, my little dog, she'll go out in the backyard and roll around in something foul. And this happened one time. She did this and I'm like, oh my God, I have to give this dog a bath and she needs a bath in this. My sink is full of dishes. So like what? I have to have this dog barking on my back deck while I do the freaking dishes.
Right.
And do the dog. Like, I just rather, yeah.
Well, and that's the other thing, like with dishes and toilets and laundry, it's never done.
No.
So like if you do all your laundry that day, you're already going to be generating dirty laundry again, unless you're doing all your laundry naked. The next moment you put on clothes, you already have started the cycle. And dishes is like that too. But it's just like, that's the other thing, is it doesn't end. It's just there always.
Just perpetual.
Yeah. And you can't escape it. It's like adulting. But I also did it when I was little. I don't know. It just sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. I started doing my own laundry at a young age too, like you. And so in our house that I grew up in, I had like my room that I lived in when I was little, which is like right across from my parents' room. And then when I got older, I moved into a room in the basement, like a little more freedom, like a teen hangout joint, right? So literally, and my childhood bedroom was right next to the washer and dryer. So I literally would wash and dry my clothes, and then I would just dump them in my old bedroom. And like I never folded them. I had like a clothes room that like when family was coming to visit you guys and someone needed to sleep in that room, my mom's like walks in there for the first time in 3 months and is like, Abby!
Yeah. Well, that's what Harry does, is he just lives out of a laundry basket. So we have this like very nice like chest of drawers. There's all of these shelves for him. There's another dresser in another room. He has some drawers in. He's given up on that. So that's that journey for him, is he won't put the clothes away. He just lives out of his laundry basket that's like by his side of the bed. He's just let that part go in his life, that he's going to put laundry away, and he just lives out of his laundry basket.
See, and I think putting the actual laundry away, like from folded clothes on the bed to putting it away, that's the easiest part.
No, I disagree. I think it's opposite.
Because that's the part that's like, okay, this is done, this is dusted, we can move on with my life.
I'll wash and dry all day. The folding and putting away is the worst to me. Well, and then I had told someone else about how we don't fold Lincoln's clothes. And they were like, well, why don't you just not fold your clothes and just like stuff them in the drawers? They're like, only society is making you feel like you have to fold your clothes. And I'm like, okay, yes, but I feel like my clothes would get more wrinkly. Like his clothes are so small that they don't get wrinkled. Like a t-shirt doesn't get wrinkled, but I feel like my t-shirts get wrinkled. So I don't go down that path.
Well, and I mean, honestly, you kind of expect a 3-year-old to be pretty wrinkly.
That's true.
Like,
True.
our standards for mothers in their 30s who are entrepreneur business owners who apparently have their shit together.
We don't.
Are the standards that society has set for us, Kelsey, they're just way too high.
I agree. I agree. You know, maybe wrinkled shirts should be the norm for us. Like you said, we're working mothers, we're business owners. Why can't we look shitty? Why do I have to look like I'm well? I'm not. I'm really tired.
Not okay.
Right.
Okay. Like,
exactly. Well, and you know, that makes me think of this one time I went into Walmart in this hideous outfit. I mean, now one good thing about winter is you don't have to wear a bra because you have your hoodie, so nobody knows what's under there. Nobody needs to know. So it was one of those situations, right? And I literally remember walking into Walmart thinking, well, I hope everyone there just like assumes I'm sick because I just looked so bad. That was my hope for the strangers at Walmart, that they thought I was ill.
I'd rather look ill.
Yeah.
Haven't we all been to Walmart looking a mess though? Like,
if you look put together in Walmart, I'm going to judge you more than if you look ill. Like if you're hacking up a lung in the pot aisle, I'm like, oh, that checks out.
Normal.
But if you're in high heels, like you're going for a night out, like strolling through the aisles, I don't trust you.
Yeah. Something up there. That's not right.
Right. So, but that's a good point though that you bring up. Like I think standards for women, like, and this goes into our clothes as well. Like we're expected to have like nice clothes all the time. And Harry told me a couple months ago, he's like, the older you get, the baggier your clothes get. And I'm like, can I live? Like, sorry, I don't want like a thong going into my butthole. Like, can I live with like extra size, oversized clothes? But as women, you're supposed to like wear form-fitting clothes or like look presentable all the time.
Oh man, those would be fighting words to me. You know what I'd say to Derek? Like, well, you got me pregnant and then I had a baby and then I breastfed your baby and now I look like this. And you know what makes me happy is loose clothes.
Yeah, I'm sick of like tugging at clothes all the time or whatever. And now I just have given up. And I think having a kid definitely affects that. But then also like the pandemic too.
Yeah.
Like just being at home all the time.
Well, something that I read a thing that like really successful people have like a uniform and they've like simplified the amount of decisions that they have to make in their like daily life, right? So I vibed with that because I really hated the stress of like waking up and being like, oh my God, what am I going to wear today? Nothing, obviously nothing's clean. All my favorite camper for 2 weeks. So yeah, like I wear like leggings and a V-neck t-shirt or like a loose sweater every day.
Yeah.
And that is just, like I don't have the decisions anymore of like what am I going to wear? I just open up the leggings drawer, I grab the one that's on top, but you got to clean them eventually. And that's the downfall of the system.
That's true. Because I think even if I always lean toward black, like I'll wear colors sometimes, but I have so many pairs of black leggings. And even if all my entire wardrobe was black, I still would suck at laundry. I don't think it makes the laundry part easier, but I agree with you. Like wearing similar things every day at least like clears your brain of that.
Yeah, it does. So I guess that's why other people that hate laundry is just buy a bunch of the same shit. So it doesn't matter if you're down to your last shirt and your last pair of pants because it's all the same as the day that they were all clean the first time for the first. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So then if you still didn't wash them, you can hide that you used Febreze or the fabric refresher or whatever. Nobody knows. They're like, oh, Abby just has another pair of her leggings on. They don't need to know that it's like one you wore yesterday. That's something else. And I know we're kind of at time, so this might be like a good closing question and this was kind of different than the closing question I told you I might ask. How often do you rewear clothes? So I'll rewear leggings like twice. And of course, bras, that could probably be its own episode. I'll rewear a bra like several times. But do you rewear before washing?
I think it depends how much I wore them. Like if I wore like for a full day, I would try not to rewear them. But like there are times that I just put leggings on to like, I mean, let's be honest. If I'm home, I'm in my muumuu, my nightgowns. Okay. So like there are times like every morning that I go to work, put on pants and I tuck my nightshirt into the pants and put a coat over that and take Ellie to daycare.
Wow.
And her little teachers don't know that I still have my muumuu on. So like, my daycare drop off pants, I'll rewear a lot because I don't wear them that. But like, if it's a full day worth, I try not to. But I try not to. I mean, I probably do it twice a month still.
Yeah. If I work out in clothes, I won't rewear. But if I'm like lounging, I might rewear the black leggings again. And I usually always switch t-shirts and like sweatshirts.
Yeah. Well, if I have a t-shirt on under it and I didn't drop any food on it, I'll rewear a sweatshirt 3 times.
Yeah. Same. But for me, I'm like a messy, like tornado person. So I always have like random stuff on my sweatshirts.
Yeah. And also the person that knows, like, I'm a person that knows way too much about the human body, obviously, like, especially leggings and like tighter clothes. I'm like, there's a lot of dead skin cells in those pants. And that knowledge and that it kind of icks me for a little bit.
True.
A lot of dead skin cells.
That's a good point. I'll rethink my rewearing strategy. Okay, well, Abby.
Shed like snakes.
Well, Abby, thank you so much for joining me to talk about our most hated topic.
Thank you, Kelsey. And I thank you for also sucking out laundry with me.
Well, to everyone listening, thank you so much for joining us. And don't forget to leave us a review on Apple, and then Spotify has started doing reviews too. So don't forget to leave us a review there as well. So thank you. And until next time.
Thank you for listening to the StoryShout podcast. Don't forget to review us on iTunes and connect with us on social media at StoryShout or online at storyshout.co. Until next time, stay normal.